Hi, I'm Joseph.
I'm Alan.
I'm Luke.
I'm Patrick.
I'm Janice. And
we're
we are
Job
Job
on the Go.
So working at the bus shop, which is the main coffee shop on campus, we've actually switched locations in the past 2 years from the library to the student union. And in this switch, we realized the duties and sales, the buildings that were closer to the library, the people that worked in those buildings stopped coming to get coffee. And also we've spoken to some people and they did mention that delivering coffee to them will be most efficient. And also during lunch times, I do realize that our community members come get coffee. And we thought about this brilliant idea. So these three factors, the move, the decrease in sales, community members coming to get coffee, as well as the weather here in South Dakota, it will be feasible to create a business that delivered coffee, since we have a lot of people patronize the coffee at the bus shack. So we decided to create a business, Job on the Go, which delivers coffee from mainly and exclusively from the bus shack to community members and faculty and staff.
So we went on to planning the business, and originally we had just planned on delivering coffees from the bus shack to buildings here on campus. And then we started brainstorming many ideas and realized all the potential we had in the business, and we got really excited. Started thinking maybe we could deliver coffees to local businesses around Spearfish, or maybe even deliver for businesses around Spearfish. We had the idea of delivering for a pizza joint that's really popular in the area, and they don't currently offer delivery service, so we thought there was potential to deliver for them. We even tinkered with the idea of driving down to Rapid City once a week and picking up deliveries for large groups of people from restaurants that are down there that aren't offered up here. After looking into the logistics and doing some research on delivering on a broader scale, we decided that it was a little bit too much work for just the 5 of us to start with. So we started trimming down the idea, and we eventually just came back to the conclusion that we should start with delivering just coffees and food to businesses right around the campus and to buildings on campus.
So once we had all the planning of the business done and we figured out kind of what we wanted to do and really knew what direction we were going to go with this business, then we started to put together our business model. So the big thing about our business is that we are partnering with Aviance, or the Buzz Shack specifically, and that was something that we had to figure out how we were going to work and how this partnership was going to work. So we spoke with the director a few times and came up with a plan, and that was something that we had to figure out how we were going to work and how this partnership was going to work. So we spoke with the director a few times and came up with a plan. So the plan was to what we came up with was we will purchase the coffees or the items, food or whatever it was, from the director through the Buzz Shack, and then deliver it to the customer, and then we'll charge an upcharge on them. What that upcharge will be is about 15%, and that's just a convenience fee and a delivery fee. And instead of purchasing the coffee or food at the time of the sale, we will just keep track of it, as well as the director will keep track of it, and at the end of every week he'll bill us. On top of that, he agreed that because we're a student business, he wanted to help us out, so he's going to give us a 5% discount on all of our sales. So that's a huge part of it, and because of that, essentially on every sale we make 20%. Customers can reach us through our phone that we purchased. They can call or text us. We also have a Facebook, and they can go to that to look at our menu and other options that we have available. We're doing a daily lunch special, and they can go on there to see what that special is. We were going to do a website, but we decided there's too many ways to just do this for free without the cost of creating the website. We're receiving payment through Square. We signed up with Square and got all that set up. So that's going to be our primary way to receive payment from our customers. We also will take cash and set up a Venmo app, so anybody who has Venmo can just do that, and it's kind of a big thing for college students. So because this is a student business, right now we're all volunteers and we're not paying ourselves officially. We're keeping track of our hours and everything to make sure we know how much this will cost. So we know what it would be like to pay 5 employees to do this business if we go forward with it. What we decided on was we would pay the deliverer a server wage, which in South Dakota is $4.35, I believe. And on top of that, they would keep any tips, and they would also get 10% of the sale. So with the 5% discount and then the 15% markup, we as owners would get 10% from each sale, and the employee would get 10% of the sale plus tips. So a couple of the key things that really make our business viable. The first thing is the partnership. We really, with this partnership, we have very low initial costs. We don't have to purchase a wide variety of things. The director's just going to bill us for some of these things, but it's a much cheaper initial cost. Also, there's already the infrastructure. They already have the customers and all of that as well. And there's also carts on campus, electric carts that we'll be able to use for like $10 a month. And those are going to be our primary way to reach our customers in an efficient time rather than walking. Another key is the city of Spearfish itself. As we go out into the community and ask for business, Spearfish is a fairly small community, so volume will be kind of hard to reach. We're going to have to try to reach a lot of businesses and a lot of community members to try and get some volume that makes sense. But Spearfish is very supportive of local businesses as well as the university. So being a small business full of university students, ran by university students, that's huge for us, and we think we'll get a lot of support from the community for that. And the last key is just the people in Spearfish and the area of Spearfish itself. So one thing right now that we're really noticing is that Spearfish is very cold, and people really don't like to get outside because of the cold. If they can avoid it in any way, they will. And if we can deliver coffee to them to help facilitate that, then we're going to do that.
One way we're looking to expand our business is by hiring more people to take our positions as actually delivering the coffee and figuring out the logistics to be able to pay people, so then we can kind of step back and look at our business and focus more on managing it, on logistics, and maybe reaching out to different areas and delivering to more places.
So one thing right now that we're kind of trying to learn is growing as far as like a website and customers paying us and everything like that. So going forward, we definitely need to put together a website that customers could even order on, and we could set that up where they get an automatic email verification that the order was received, and maybe something like Domino's where where your order is at, like it's being made, now it's being delivered, now it's here, that whole process. So that's something we were looking at, as well as other revenue streams. We're fairly limited on revenue streams right now. It's drinks and food, so we want to grow that. And some ways we've kind of come up with, other than maybe like merchandise, would be something like a timeshare mug, and that would be ran as a eco-friendly solution to the waste that comes with coffee cups, the disposable coffee cups.
So in addition to everything that they've said, we've decided to keep that business model rather than taking on too much. We would like to expand to other universities specifically in South Dakota and maybe in the future other universities. But expand in other universities and keep that business model where it will be an exclusive delivery from an on-campus coffee shop or vendor to community members and to the faculty and staff.